Jebuth. Ah. Habits, you create them, you replicate them, you become what your habits are. There are good habits, bad habits, no habits, neutral habits, and make good habits to create where you want to go. Oh. Book report. Charlie Munger, The Complete Investor. This is kind of a business book, an idea of business, and I did like it. I don't know. I don't know what I learned from it, but definitely opened up some chambers in my mind that weren't aware of. And I like reading books about that because he's so successful financially. I don't know him as a person. And his thought process and work ethics and stuff to work around. It's not going to teach you how to make $1 billion, but it could help you get the thoughts on the trail to get successful. So, 2 thumbs up, Charlie Munger. Watched some movies. Watched a ton of movies. Love in a 45. Now, I had never seen this. I want to say I'd heard of it, but it's really good, dude. It's like 90s. It's got Renee Zellweger's in it. And she plays like, it's kind of like a Bonnie and Clyde story, which I just love stuff like that. Crime and South Texas sweat and gunplay and 90s, and I don't know. I never really heard of it. I thought I get that in another movie with 45 mixed up. So, and I had never seen any of them, so I just thought it was the same one. But very good, highly recommended. Everybody check it out. Also, another one I never heard of, Killing Time, starring Kiefer Sutherland, Beau Bridges, and Joe Don Baker. And this is another. It's from '87. To commit the perfect murder, you need a plan, guts, and luck. Practically, nobody has luck. And it takes place in Northern California. Dude steals an identity, becomes a cop, and it's fun. But again, kind of like little hidden gems I didn't know about, and we're good. In that same crime fiction type deal. This is a fun one. Daises by Vera Chitolova. This is from 1966. It's a lost Czechoslovakian film, and it's really fun. It's like these girls, and they're like puppets, and it's like a comedy, but it's really gorgeous and weird, and just super fun and artsy. And if you're into any of that, I would definitely check it out because this was good. I liked it. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know it was a comedy. Or if it's not a comedy, it's just funny. So I don't know. And then another hidden gem from the 80s, My Chauffeur, which is about this girl who's not ordered, but given a job as a chauffeur. She didn't even apply. She just gets a letter, you're the chauffeur. And she works for a chauffeur company with like Howard Hessman, who he's the dude from WKRP Cincinnati. And Penn and Teller in it. But I don't know. It's cool. It's like 1985. It's LA in the 80s, and it's fun and pretty good story. It looks beautiful. And then I saw this, which I've heard is a classic, and I would have to totally agree. Picnic at Hanging Rock. This is the director's cut, so I guess it's a little bit shorter than whatever the original was. Haunting and compelling. It's weird. It's horror. No blood, no guts. It's almost like an alien invasion with no aliens. There's no ending. It seems like a true story, but you don't even know. And it's just lighthearted, great cinema. Picnic at Hanging Rock, highly recommended. And then Down to the Bone. This is Old Habits Die Hard. This is kind of like a recovery story. And it was actually done pretty well. It's this girl, she's a single mom, and she's just got substance abuse issues, and she falls in love with one of the nurses who's got substance abuse issues. But probably in that realm, it's one of the best like stories in that regard. But as a movie, it's still pretty good. And it stars Vera Farmiga, gives a fearless performance, and it's a film by Deborah Granick. So fun indie This was early 2000s, yeah, 2004. Definitely peep out. And then I mentioned I'd been doing my whole leg of Hitchcock movies. So I finally saw Torn Curtain, which I liked. I don't know, it was cool. I think that realm of later Hitchcock is just a little bit different, but it's so gorgeous. I mean, this is on DVD. It's so gorgeous. The colors, the lineups, the story, the suspense, the ideas. Bravo. I mean, it's good. Not his best, but it's good. And if you haven't seen it and you do like Hitchcock, I'd check it out. I caught this Singapore's Answer to Taxi Driver, Perth. This is kind of cool. It's like a vengeance, revenge. This dude just he's in Singapore and he's just talking about how he's gonna move to Perth. He's gonna move to Perth, and Singapore's too materialistic and all this shit. And then he fucking goes nuts. His wife had left him. It's kind of like a sad story of this Singaporean taxi driver. Well, he's a worker, loses his job, becomes a taxi driver, and then starts working for the mob. And but it's cool. It's kind of like a hidden gem. Like, I don't know, I never heard of it. Singapore's most violent film, the best and grittiest character study of rage, regret, and redemption yet seen in a Singaporean film. And I would highly say that is accurate. And it's just a bizarre, fun story. And then I saw Jurassic World Dominion. This is, I think, one of the newest, if not the newest, Jurassic Park franchise movies. I don't know, dude. These overblown freaking computer generated movies, they just don't do it for me. But I like to watch them just so I can, say that I did. And that one just, effects are through the roof, and the story was okay, but I don't know, I wasn't into it. And then since I was little, I've always been a Brian Bosworth fan, the Boz. So I've been trying to catch up on his movies. This is Mach2. I had never seen it. It's kind of like a pilot hijack plane thing, secret agent type deal, and it's so bad it's good. It's just like so ridiculous. I don't know why they made the fate of nation rests on the courage of one man, the linebacker from the Seattle Seahawks that played one season. But I don't know. It's just 80 action cheese, or it's 90. This is probably 2003 action cheese. Wow, look at that, off by 20 years. And then this is a new company called Radiance. They're putting out a bunch of Blu-rays, and this is called A Woman Kills. This was pretty cool. It's a film by Jean-Denis Bonan. It's in French from 1968. It's black and white. It's like this fucking cross-dressing serial killer, and I don't know. It's pretty fucking cool. Cinematography's great. The idea of it's and it's just really well put together. I think it was kind of lost for a long time. And then I saw another one of these super CGI Geostorm, which I thought was halfway decent, except the CGI is just fucking over the top, dude. And you start talking about movies like this, or even this, or where it's just the camera on people, like even Homeboy, like what I mean. And it's just, I don't know, man. It just steals the humanity out of it. But it was halfway decent. Gerard Butler, Ed Harris, Andy Garcia. Andy Garcia looks weird. He looks all old. I thought it was not him, and I was trying to think who it was, but I knew it was him. But I was like, no, he's too weird. But basically, political storm. Somebody's trying to take over satellites, and idea is cool. The CGI is just so out of control. That being said, try your hardest, do your best, read more books, stay humble, stay gracious. Podcast Jebuth.